Uh, did we meet the magic number? Are we? Ooh, my headphones all funky. Um, are we currently at um uh 20? Oh wow, dang, 31 people. What the heck? Y'all coming over here to see what's going on with Gooniac? What's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Nate's gonna be taking screen caps of me acting like an idiot. But what's happening, people? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. I am very tired, as you can see. My eyes are very red because I was up at 4:45 this morning because I had to clean up my mess from working on fire booties the night before. I worked inside because it was way, way, way too cold outside. So I set up a table here in the house, and as a result, I ended up working a lot longer because it wasn't cold. It was nice and warm. So I ended up working till like 1 o'clock, and had to leave everything here so I could get some sleep, and then wake up early in the morning, put everything away, vacuum so that wife wouldn't be pissed off at me making a mess in the house. So thanks everybody for coming over to see what's going on with us. Let me shout out all the people that have come over to hang out on this wonderful Monday evening. It's pretty late for you guys on the East Coast, so I appreciate everybody coming over and hanging out. Very first person in here was Mr. MS Aviation. There's RC Roland, AZ Desert Jets, Mr. Victor RC Jet, Joe Pellegrino, who is one of my members. Thank you very much, Joe. Boss 223, the Fred Barron, who's a contributor all the time, even though he isn't a member, he still contributes a lot to the show always. David Schneider, JT200 driver, David Martin Graff, howdy. Shadow Ops, what's up? George Watts is a member, and he's a supporter too, so thank you very much, George Watts. How are you doing? Did I say hi to Shadow? I'm saying hi to Shadow again, even if I did. So what? Spencer Keith. What is happening, my friend? I have something in the mail for you. So you will see that pretty soon. David Martin Graff, I think called you out already. The RC Air Marshal, Mr. Mike Finn. Spencer Keith, I already told you. I already said something about you. And yes, our poop emojis got a little bit of got some attention. I wasn't even paying attention to that non-flying crash and smash. GB Linden, what's happening? Pete Lane, what's happening? David Schneider, I said hi. BD Tennessee, Mr. Gelonius, Angelo, what's happening? Our fellow RC nut over there in Livermore. C Mafia, and I'll call you guys out as I see you. Mr. Joe Pellegrino, Randy Huffins, what's happening? Alan Gentry, what's up? Joe Valdez, what's happening? Gavin Street, there you saw I sent you your replacement. Airvex, your stuff is on the way. Wife is helping me out with this, but we've got a lot of stuff with a lot of issues with USPS at the moment. JCB67, what is happening? Dana's RC. So as you guys show up, I'm going to call you out and say howdy, because I appreciate everybody showing up to hang out with us. So let's get to the usuals, which is ask away, because people always have questions, and I don't always get to them. So let's. This is the time. Now is the time to ask me anything. So if anything, if you guys want to know something. And yes, Nate's coming in here. Let's get Nate here in the show, as long as he doesn't get all crazy doofy. But there's Mr. Nate.
Oh, hi.
With all of his stuff. Ooh, I got to turn my volume down. I'm killing myself over here. But yeah, we got some flying this weekend. He's got all of his planes out that he flew. I've got one plane out to work on. But so, RC Roland, you made a comment about the crash here. Let me just put it up there so everybody can see. You made a comment about the crash of Hamilton's Hangar's Venom and a dive, something about power. Can you explain that? Yes. I remember that Che gave me a call and asked me what I thought of the plane, and I love the plane. I think it's really cool. Nate would agree. I think Nate and I both told him the same thing.
Yeah.
The issue is they put 9-gram servos all throughout that plane, and the tail is a little wiggly. So if you go into a dive, Jermaine Spencer, that's another one of my members. What's up, Jermaine? If you go into a dive at full throttle, you'll get a combo of flex in
Bye-bye.
the tail, and the servo will go not work because the plane has a lot of power, um, and it will stall that servo, and it'll do exactly what happened to Che. If you're going to do anything vertical, you can do straight up maneuvers, but as soon as you're on the down line, chop that throttle. Otherwise, you will have problems, or replace it with a 17.5 and strengthen the booms. But yeah,
Oops.
pretty bad. We've all done it. I've done it. I've had issues with planes, as we know, because Nate always brings up the damn landings I've had over the last few months. But yeah, so yeah, that was a good one. So let's see. So good question, RC Roland. That's a good one. So anything else? Let me see if I missed anything. And yes, this is another good one. Pilot Brett and Pilot Anthony. Did you see that there was a new EDF unit that came out? Yes, there are actually a few EDF units that came out. I should look them up. But there's a new 36 millimeter, 80 millimeter motor that came out. It's slightly lower KV, isn't it, Nate? Is it a 2000? It's not a 2100.
I didn't look.
Yeah, it wasn't you. It was Keon. It was Keon. It was Keon. But there's a new one out, and then there's also new 6S motors out as well. So I need to look those up and post them. So yes, good question. FMS is they put research into their rotor design, so they have really good fans for the money, especially for the money.
Yeah, GB. This isn't even all of them. This is just like what I could fit in Frank. I think 17 fit on this tray, so I thought I'm gonna get creative and I can put the griffin up there. But I've got more behind me and more above me. You can only see two, but there's a ton more.
Yeah, and something that you guys don't know, over the weekend, there's Nate's F104, the little F104 70 millimeter there. After I saw that thing fly, I just went and bought one. So I don't know what it's going to be as far as I don't know how I'm going to power it. I might just put an FMS 1900 kV in there because I'm pretty impressed with that. That's what we're going to talk about today too, because I had some fan issues over the weekend. So C Mafia is saying, before you ship mine USPS, let me know. I will email you a UPS label from an account. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, C Mafia, do that. You could do that now. Just email me at gooniac33@gmail.com.
Andy Cho, I mean, if the brake is like sufficient enough and it's on like a very like a point where it can be bad, sure, you can put some carbon in there, some whatever toothpicks. But
yep. So there's another good question I just saw there. Pete, so was it Pete that said that? Let me go back and look. I want to make sure to get all the questions today. There it is. So this is a question that Pete posed. Pete Lane. Thank you for being here, Pete, and thanks for the question. New Arrows F-15, which looks pretty sweet if you guys haven't seen it. You don't have to like it, Nate. It's okay. I like it. I know Spencer's annoyed.
No. It's cool until I saw the price. I was like, eh.
How much is it?
$380.
Why? It's the same as the freaking. It's the same as the MiG. What was the MiG?
The MiG was $330.
Yeah. Oh well. I like it. I like the size. As Pete's saying, why the Outrunners? It's a 64 millimeter Outrunners are easy, and they don't really make that much of a difference. I don't care for them. I like watching when the plane flew. I like the way it flew, but I do plan on trying out that in-runner setup.
If I was to get one, I would get what you have, because I mean mainly it's for the burners. I want the burners.
Yep, I want burners. F-15 has to have burners. Good question, Pete Lane. Thank you very much. Sea Mafia, do email me though. We'll get that going because I'm catching up on stuff pretty quick.
Joe Valdez, I don't, I use both Lemon and Spectrum. I've not had issues with either of them. Most of these planes mean what? Every plane here has a Lemon receiver in all of these, but some of my planes have Spectrum, like my bind and fly rides and stuff, and like little smaller planes like little P-47. I gotta just put that little 620 in there, but yeah. But every plane here has Lemons. They work fine. I've never had an issue.
EQRC. Yes, I have it. I got everything. I hadn't checked the mail in a while, but I did check it and I've got it. So don't worry, they're not lost. I have it, and I'll get with you and figure out and double check everything's set up the right way. Sorry, Nate. I just wanted to make sure he knew.
No, okay. Yeah, but yeah, Lemon Spectrum. I mean, I use them all. RC Air Marshal. What do you have? That 64 millimeter setup you wanted to put in the MiG 29 was like a Dr. Mad thrust or something, or what was it?
Thought I heard a fighter coming over. So I'm still scrolling through the questions, guys. I want to make sure to get everybody's question that it's relevant here. So EQ, I did tell, as I said, I did get your money order. I got it. What's up, Pilot Jerry? Shadow Ops. Let me put that up. That's a good question. Fiery Booty. What is good? What is a good 8S setup to put in the FMS Scorpion? If you're going to put an 8S, just drop the new FMS. It drops right in. No.
What do you need to go 8S in a Super Scorpion?
You don't, but if you do, it's going to scream. They have a new in-runner that would be good too, a 1900 kV in-runner that would be better than the outrunner.
Or if you want to keep it, well, I mean, you want to go 8S, but I think if I was to get that plane, I'd probably put what I put in this MiG 17, and that'd be freeway. Mainly because the Scorpion, they say it needs a ton of nose weight. But
yeah. So let's see. Yeah, that's true. Nose weight. The 8S would be good in there.
Well, that
it drops right in.
Phone Boy, what's up? MiG 21 destroyer.
Okay, so let me keep going on to the questions. I want to get everything. GB looks like Nate looks like ET and some stuffed animals. What? Okay, that's pretty funny.
He said I look like ET and stuffed animals, but instead of stuffed animals, it's airplanes. And that's when I said, "Hey, that's not all."
Yeah. All right, I'm making sure to get everything. So Andy Cho said something too. Let me see where he is. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you, C Mafia. Thank you very much. Check him out. We have a new member. So let me go back up and check the. Oh, thank you. DoorDash. Corey is here. So let's see. I'm trying to catch everything. So I got that.
Yeah.
Ordered by the FMS 70 1900. Nowhere right now. They're on sale. I mean, they're out. They're out of stock. I freaked out because I blew up mine this weekend, and I don't know how. I don't know what happened because it was awesome the first flight. It hadn't even broken in yet.
Phone Boy also got the 70 mil F104.
Yeah.
He put the exact. He literally copied my setup, the 2210 free wing fan. He didn't change the gear though because his gear weren't broken. Although I was originally I was constantly like, I'm not gonna change the gear. It's too much work. And then because I had them for my F-16, that got a little messed up. Well, and then one of my stock retracts was like, no, I'm not gonna work. So I'm like, oh, whatever, switch them.
So let's see what else.
But yeah, mine's got the F-16 gear on it, the metal.
Yeah, and I bought everything he did. I got the same gear too. Basically, out the door, everything, just the plane and the retracts was $253 and change. And I've already got all the other stuff. What's up, Pilot Jerry? All right, I'm trying to make sure to get all the questions. Trying to make sure to get everything. So I'm going to back up.
Thanks for the shout out in your video, LJ. That was cool.
So Joe Valdez, good question. How long does it take for orders? Do orders take to ship out? So I usually say 4 to 6 weeks because that allows me the time that I need to, because I build every single one by hand. So I do all the assembly and everything, and then I ship it out. Wife helps me. It started to help me get the shipping stuff done. But put it this way, I just ordered a big stack of 100 boxes less than a month ago, and they're all gone. So I was like, oh crap, all the boxes are gone. So yeah, I ship a lot, but I make them all myself, so it takes me some time. So please, please, please be patient. I say 4 to 6 weeks just to give me some time. Chances are it might be a little bit longer because of shipping delays that we're having with USPS at the moment, um, and it's just because of COVID. It's because of COVID. Here in California, it's not so bad, but in the Midwest, where all the transfer facilities and stuff, it's pretty bad. I mean, it is bad here too, but that's where they're getting hit the most right now.
No kidding,
And
David Snyder. Half of those boxes went to Spencer Keith.
yeah, they did. Spencer kept me busy. Andy Cho, you said something, and I wanted to make sure I read it. Where was it? I think you asked a question. Did you?
But yeah, Big 17. Just I mentioned that last week. After Ray let me on the show an hour and a half after he started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you why, so quit acting butthurt.
I'm not buttered. I'm just messing. But
But
yeah. So I got this MiG 17 from. I'm not going to mention names, but I picked it up from an estate sale, and flies amazing. I put the Freewing 1900, the new high performance 9 blade that comes with like the F-18 and all the other jazz.
same thing I did in mine.
Same thing that Ray did to his. But yeah, flies amazing. I put a pilot in it, and everybody cares about that.
And you put the fiery booty. That's the most important thing. You put the fiery booty.
Yeah, I put the fiery booty. It was super bright, crazy bright. The plane came with aluminum tape in the back, but when I was flying it, Ray and I started to notice it too. The plane was making like a hissing noise, and that tape was starting to peel up. So this morning I'm like, fuck this. I'm taking it. I took it all out.
Rip it.
But yeah, so the burner bleeds a little bit now, but it's not bad. But yeah, sweet plane, flies awesome. I have a 7-channel lemon in there, but the gyro's not turned on. And
yeah, I have one in mine too, but I turned it off for the burner. I gotta do. There's another question Andy Cho had that I want people to.
I think I already answered it.
Huh?
I already answered it. But okay, go ahead.
I don't care if you answered. I want to make sure I do too, fool. So Andy Cho, there's your question. I want to make sure that you get an answer from me as well. What I do, there's the 3 millimeter by 1 millimeter carbon rods work really good if you don't want to add a whole bunch of weight. In some areas, you just have to figure out where to put it and make sure that you're using it the way that they're the strongest. And then there's also the thinner, they're a little bit thicker carbon rods you can use as well. Those are super stiff, but they're heavy. But if you want to add a lot of strength, but not a lot of weight, the 3 millimeter by 1 millimeter are really good for those areas that are weaker. And you can double them up and embed them in the foam, and they work pretty good.
Hey Vic, I hope you feel better soon. What happened? COVID? Something? You good?
Yeah, Victor, what's going on? And you did get the controller good. What's up, Michael Reitza? Also, guys, I just wanted to say something here. This whole Mr. Goo and Lil N thing, I think we should put it to rest with the person who brought it up, just to not like add insult to injury. Let's not do it anymore. It's just Nate and Ray, or King Dingus and Super Dingus.
There you go. That's a shirt.
But let's put the Mr. Goo and Lil N to rest with the person who brought it up. That's enough. I don't think we need it anymore. Oh no! So wait, both Victor and his wife tested positive?
Oh man.
So you guys are all up, huggy and lovey all over each other, huh?
Oh.
No, Shadow, don't. No. Shadow, it's not upsetting anybody. I'm just saying, I think we should, out of respect, drop it. No, you're not upsetting anybody. I'm just saying. And Victor, I hope you guys can get through
Yeah.
this pretty quickly, because that is not fun. Shadow, there's no problem. Don't worry, you're fine. Just making sure that everybody knows. We just need to keep it. Move on to something else. Let's come up with another name.
Now it's Super Dingus, King Dingus.
It's the other way around. I'm the king. You're the super.
Oh,
Hey,
no, I'm the king. 'Cause I'm more of a dingus than you.
we're all dingus. We're super dingus. Everybody's dingus.
Okay, let's be real for a second, people. The fact that we fly, these flying pieces of foam, we all got something wrong with us. We're all dinguses.
We're all dingus. I don't even know where that name came from, but it works.
You just said it one day.
Yeah, dingus. Shadow, you can chill. It's okay. Please, I'm just making sure you know nobody's offended. I just think that it should be done to be safe. What's up, Hamilton's Hangar?
Dingus.
Um, so yeah, Victor, I know a whole bunch of people. I know the list is growing of people that I know that have gotten COVID. So,
GB.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh man.
Yeah.
Your son got it too. Well, I mean, obviously, but it seems like
Yeah. Wreck and Roy were both big boys, but considering that he's 15 and already almost as tall as I am, he's a big kid. Um, Andy Cho, toothpicks do work. The only problem with toothpicks is that they do get brittle over time. So, um, carbon, if you use carbon in the way that it was intended to be strong, it will be strong.
Dave. Dave.
What did Dave say?
Ugh.
We'll be full on. What?
Oh man.
Okay, we got to put that up because that's kind of funny. I don't even know what it means. It's just funny to see it. I don't know what does that even mean. It's just ew.
Yeah.
It'll be the scrot goat. So Shadow, yeah. It's weird. There's one guy that I work with. He got it. He's still not back. He spent like 3 weeks in the hospital. His lung capacity's still not back yet either, so he can't come back.
Andrew Williams, Fly Guy, has it. He's got
Yeah,
it.
he has it too. Alan Gentry, you're getting the vaccine. Okay, cool. Hey, we're all kind of crazy. Gary asks, we're all crazy.
Yeah, we're all crazy.
I
swear I had it like
I think I did too.
I had it.
2019. Like in the
I had it in like February of last year.
I think October, November of 2019 I had it because I lost my smell. I woke up not being able to breathe. Scared the crap out of me.
The bad landing getting to you, huh?
I wasn't bad landing yet. That happened after.
Yeah, no zombie apocalypse yet though. Not like everybody predicted in the beginning.
It's gonna be like the show, that movie, I Am Legend. That's what I keep worrying about.
Everybody thought it was going to be like the what's that movie called where if you look without a blindfold, you just have the sensation to kill yourself.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was that movie called? I can't remember.
The girl or the Sandra Bullock where she had the blinds.
Yeah, where they had to like.
I got to get rid of what's his name said. That's just weird. That was funny.
Yeah, but
what the heck? He said something else about a scrotum. What the hell? Go away.
Bird Box. That's what it was. Bird Box. I remember that movie. Yeah, I watched that movie. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Going on 3 months now for me and my wife and still having problems. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear it, Jerry. Yes, Hamilton's Hangar, I Am Legend was a great movie, but it's scaring me now.
Yeah. What?
I just don't think we knew what it was, but I think we had it. just didn't know what it was at that point.
Oh, what the fuck?
Mike.
Yeah, Mike. He knows it. He knows I'm on the show, bro.
He was just here.
Yeah. Dumbass. Fuck out of here, Mike.
Boss 223. Have a good night. All right, y'all. So give me a second because I have to go get my 2mm socket. But Nate, don't do anything stupid. But you can take it away for a few minutes while I go.
If you told me not to do something stupid, then I'm going to do something stupid.
I'll just remove you from the stream right now. Then I'll just do it now. Don't make me do it, boy. I'll text your mama.
Yeah, what's she gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Remember last time she smacked you upside the head for me?
Yeah.
Don't make her do that again. I gotta go get my 2mm Allen, so don't do nothing stupid. Please don't. Please. Yeah, David Schneider, have a good night. Steve Crawford, thank you for coming by.
He can't do anything else. Wasted your time there, right? Yeah.
I mean, I could just remove him right now and then come back and not have to worry about it. Which would be the easiest way to do it. To make sure.
I'll just do something else.
Just figure out something to show off and then do that.
I got to show off, but
because I'm gonna.
Everybody.
I'll be right back.
So, what should I do, y'all? What do you guys, I got nothing to say. Cameo. Yeah, Michael writes I put the Aurora 8 in this F-104, the Aurora 8, made by Innovations Flex, Dave's RC Special. The Aurora, it works pretty good. I have all the gains set so that, they're backwards, so, the plane just does random shit when I take off, but working great, buddy. And I bought it off of Dave's RC's Teespring store. That was funny when he kept saying the A fucking. What A4 is that on your ceiling, Nate? That's the Freewing. That's the Freewing High Performance A4. Fucking mint. Do you like the A4? I fucking love it. Do you ever lose track of the gripping? I find it hard to see. LJ, for the most part, I'm doing really slow high alpha, but I mean, I don't have problems seeing airplanes. If you have a problem seeing that gripping, don't buy one of these. But no, I don't have issues seeing it. Luckily for me, my eyes are like, they work pretty good, so I don't really have issues seeing planes. But yeah, I really like the A4. It's so fun to fly. It's so fun to just do like nice scale line flying, and I've got the lemon gyro in there, but it's barely on. It's mainly for landing. That's mainly what I use. If I have a gyro in a plane, it's just for landing. But yeah, I really like that A4. Highly recommended. I just got my thrust vectoring now for the Griffin from RC Castle. Sweet Chris Mitchell. Griffin is nice. I don't have the thrust vectoring, but yeah, I love that plane. I recently just stuck an A3L in there, Hobby Eagle A3L, and helped it out a lot because that plane, when you get going really fast, it was great. But when you kind of started to get slow, it would kind of bobble. Even in like very light wind, it was kind of annoying. So I put a Hobby Eagle in there, and I have the gains at about sorry guys. But yeah. Yeah, the A3L helped it a lot. Shady called my eyes weak sauce. Yeah, it's a fun plane. I like it a lot. I don't have the thrust vectoring on mine, but no, I'm not gonna put it on. Thrust vectoring's not my thing. I mean, I'll try it, but The F-104 is sick. This thing is cool. The F-104 is sweet. Yeah, I've probably got like 25, 30-ish flights on this now. I talked about this a couple shows back when I had just got the airplane. But yeah, it's the 70 mil F-104. I've got the free wing, the in-runner 70, the 2210 kV in-runner with the fiery booty, and then the I put the F-16's suspension gear on there just because it looks cooler than the stupid-looking plastic gear. But yeah, and I also have the lemon in this one, the lemon gyro. That helps with this plane. This plane's kind of all over the place. But it does fly sweet. You got to get used to it for sure. It's different, and you got to have good eyes to fly it. It's kind of hard to see.
It's pretty. It makes a really cool sound though.
Yeah,
I like that howl it makes.
Hey Ray, I didn't do anything stupid.
I'm impressed. Good job.
Well, because people had questions about my A4, my gripping and shit.
Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What jet would you
Thank
like?
you, Nate. You did a great job.
Thank you, Nate. You did a great job. What jet would you like to see out next, Nate? I don't fucking know. I can tell you all the jets I want to get, but I don't know.
That's right. Phone boy, you got one too, because I was telling you don't fly it without the tanks on it.
I told the same thing. I'm like, bro, don't be a dingus. Especially with that in runner, it adds a lot more weight. Well, not a lot, but like some flying without the tanks would be very interesting.
It'll add quite a bit.
But yeah, I haven't tried mine without the tanks yet, but I like it, and Ray liked it a lot to where he hit that buy button.
I just got one. So
yeah, for me, I don't know.
Gary S., your wish might come true. I've heard rumors. We'll see.
I don't know if I'd like to see next. I think maybe like a bigger A6. I really love my Freewing A6. I don't know if you guys can see it up there. Yeah, you can. But I love the Freewing A6. I'd love to see a bigger one.
I think, who was it? Nikki BRC posted a video of a giant scale turbine F-111. That's pretty sweet.
And then, I don't know.
Phone boy, I've flown my 90 millimeter without tanks, and that was crazy. It was probably
that's a big one.
25 mile an hour winds the day that I flew it, and I forgot them at home. So I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna fly it. And yeah, it rolled like crazy, and it picked up probably.
Pilot Jerry, I'm not gonna say anything, but I know of a cool civilian plane coming out from Horizon, and it should be cool. I'm not gonna say anything now because I was given some secret inside info.
Yeah, from what I've heard, somebody might be coming out with an F-35 of some sort, but I'm not gonna say who. Just a possibility.
Only you would know, phone boy. Only you would know.
You got anything else on your mind, Mr. Nate? Because otherwise I'm going to get into what I was talking about.
You go ahead.
So, as I was saying, we flew this weekend. On the show last week, I switched out my fan unit to the new FMS 1900 kV setup, and I flew it once on Saturday. I flew it once on Saturday, and it was freaking amazing. Nate saw it. Everybody stopped and kind of watched. It was, and that was the first flight, and it's an in-runner, so first flight's never really that good. Once you get about 10 flights on it, it really opens up and starts flying better. So I was all pumped up and ready to go on the second flight. Nate was out there with his plane. I got my plane. Nate's like, you go take off. So I go to take off, rev up, and it goes, it just starts destroys itself.
It was funny. I'm sorry, it was kind of funny.
It was funny, but it was irritating. I thought it was just a rock in there that was going to go out, and then it just the whole thing started shaking. I'm like, oh crap! I lost.
Boy, you can't give hints because I told you what it was. Oh wait, no, you didn't. You told me what it was. God damn it.
Oops.
I just remembered all of that whole dispute of like guessing the letters. Sorry, homeboy. I take that back.
Oops. So I threw a blade, and it pissed me off because everywhere I looked, I couldn't find parts for the 1900 kV. And then when I got home, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. I bought a spare. So I have a spare rotor. So I'll pull this thing apart today on the stream and then try to get I'm not going to balance it today, but I'll at least change the rotor out so you guys can see. Oh, that's right, I got that. Okay. I'll at least change the rotor out so you guys can see and so you can see the carnage from the other one. It was nasty. It sounded terrible. Have a good night, Hamilton. Thanks for coming by, man. So I have to go grab the spare. Oh, but also I wanted to show you guys something before we got started on that. Do I have one in here? Yes, I do. I didn't have to get the other box.
Ace Trex. You guys can all hear Ray fine, right? Because Ace Trex, I guess, can't hear you.
Turn your volume up.
I've seen him comment before about me blowing people's ears out, so I don't know what's up at your end, but everybody else seems to be fine.
Yeah, and when I play it on replay, it sounds okay too.
Yeah, I play it on replay. I'm not blowing people's ears out. Yeah.
So something I wanted to share with you guys. I got some new batteries. They are. There we go. 6S 6000. They're 65C discharge. They're really not all that big compared to.
That boy be fit.
Here's the HRB 6000.
Nah, it's a little thicker.
A little thicker, but these actually feel lighter than this one. So, but the power from these, I mean, I know these are a little older, but these things still have a lot of punch. But this thing, I put this in my F22 that draws about 150 amps, and it was moving. And then I even told
do they come with EC5? Somebody's asking.
Huh?
Do they come with EC5?
They came with it. Yeah, I didn't. That's one of the main reasons why I jumped on it. Because normally I buy them and I have to change them, but I bought it, and they actually did a really good job soldering. I checked them out pretty good. They're never hot at the end of the flight, even though I have that crazy high amp draw.
The very white voice.
Hey, I can't help it. That's just the way it was born. That's just the way it is. So yeah, and China Hobbyline batteries, I've had them for a long time. This is the battery that I used in my F-18 over the weekend. Then I had this charge to use, and it didn't work. But yeah, I usually have to change everything to EC5. But when I bought these, the EC5 came with it, so no work. But I have some more. Huh?
You want to buy me a few?
No.
You buy me a battery, I build your F104 and put the fan in it?
No. I'm working on that.
I build your F29.
Yeah. Do I? No. I got to do all the work on that.
I can build the airframe. You put the fans in, you bring me the airframe. I'll build the airframe.
Well, I'm gonna put it together. It'll be good. I got to do everything.
Well, the actual airframe only takes like 15 minutes.
Yeah, because it's in all those different pieces. All them different pieces.
Yeah, Andy Cho. At least it didn't happen in the air. I've only had a fan explode on me once in the air and once on the ground.
I've had several explode in the air, and it's pretty funny. The little 50 millimeters.
The E-Flight fans, man. I remember like the Habus at the Tomcats, man.
You just hear the motor running, and it's not moving. It's just dropping out of the sky. Yeah, we had 50 millimeter birds, the little banana hobby pocket. What do they call them? Backpack jets is what Pete used to call They had their stock 5 blades, and you could replace them for $3 each. And they actually worked really good on 4S.
Nothing happened.
So we put them on 4S, and you'd probably get about 6-7 flights before they'd grenade. And what's up, Pilot Ryan? Oh, you put the bombs on it. Cool. Bombs and rockets and fuel tank. And we probably get like 3-4 good flights out of it. More than that, 5 or 6 good flights out of it. And on that last flight, it would just grenade. I mean, and you'd see the bits fly out the rear. It was bad. So who's taking off? George Watts. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for coming by.
See you, George. Pilot Ryan. What's
Pilot
up?
Ryan is in the house. Man, my neighbor's cooking food again.
Little M Big Mouth, as he calls me.
Smells good.
Drop that.
So who said that? Okay, so I'm going to be working on the plane, pulling out the fan. I'm going to replace the rotor. I won't balance it today, but I'll at least take it out, put it in. So let me go grab this other fan. Actually, I'm going to get started to the other cam. So I'm going to put this one away. Actually, let's see here.
You gonna take me away too?
Add to the stream. We could all be there.
Just in
Kill
case
the
you
mic.
eat something like I have, well, then nobody cares. I'm good.
So what I'll do is I'll stop the cam for this one.
I bury you.
You can hear me talk.
Well, if you're gonna cut your cam, then get your thing out of there so you can have more screen space for the F-18.
But if I do that, then you can't hear.
Yeah, you can. No. I mean, like, just back yourself out of the stream.
I can't.
Why not?
If I do that.
Just like you boot me off, but you can still hear me.
Well, that's different. See, that's what you mean. Like, no, not that.
Yeah, but do it to yourself. Fool.
That.
Well, but keep me in there.
I can't do both. That's what I'm saying, you dingus.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you okay. Yeah,
Can't be both. So you can stay there. That one will stay there. It's not going to be all that much, but I'll have to go back and look. So I'm going to mute it for a second because I got to go get parts. Be right back.
Ooh, I think it looks well. Anyone else? Oh yeah. What is the best F-18 on the market to own? Depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for, super scale and super scale flying, then the E-Flight. The E-Flight, you got the super scale gear, and it flies very scale. If you want balls to the wall fast and you like the Blue Angels, you got the E-Flight comes in a Blue Angel, but it looks like shit. I hate the E-Flight Blue Angel. They just did so bad on that. But if you fly off of like a grass field or like a rougher runway, or it's a shorter runway, and you like Blue Angels that actually are like right free wing. The free wing is great. I kind of fell out of love with mine just because I've been getting so many new planes. So now it's sitting in my hangar as a hangar prop. The fan that was in that F-18, I put in this MiG-17, which this thing is so cool. I love that thing this weekend. But so if you fly off like a shorter runway, and like a grass runway, the free wing is better because the E-Flight's great, but in terms of short runways, it takes quite a bit of runway, and it would be good on grass. And if you want a Super Hornet, then that little FMS is great, and the little FMS is really fun to fly.
Paul Hatcher, glad to hear it. So it didn't take crazy amounts of time. I was worried about that.
Ooh, ouch, Gary, yes. Forgot to put the wing spar in.
Oh, that's not good.
Angelo almost killed it. So Angelo picked up the Freewing F4 from the estate sale, and he flew it 3 times and didn't have the wing bolts in it.
That's the crazy thing. None of their wing screws are in.
Yeah, and he landed one time, and the wing was coming off, and I'm like, you lucky bastard. And I flew that thing. On the maiden flight, I flew it to trim it, and I was doing rolls, and I did a loop with it, and the wings were screwed on.
That's not good.
Well, I didn't know.
No, I'm not saying no. It's just we all do that. I've done it before. I didn't do it. Basically, I had a wing bolt come loose, so the wing was separating on my F-18 on my Blue Angel, which I sold this weekend. The Blue Angel is gone.
Where'd you sell it to?
Barbecue Bob.
Oh, of course.
So,
Brandon bought the Corsair. I sold to Bob too, so Brandon had the Corsair.
oh yeah, I saw him fly it too. He flew it at Rancho.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's too big though. It's over 50 inches.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. Nobody was out there with measuring tape. They were flying EDFs too.
Really?
Yeah.
So, him and Bob?
No, there's another guy from San Francisco that was there.
Oh.
So,
no, Angelo, you flew it a couple times with those wing bolts gone.
that's what the rotor's supposed to look like, guys. Whether or not, so I guess I can show some differences here.
Oh yeah, Ray, when you get a second, check the private chat. I was curious about something.
Yeah, I don't really want to give any unnecessary energy.
Oh, I know.
People that
tell me offline because I'm confused.
People that don't deserve it.
What is going on?
Basically, I'll just say it, on Air Marshal's show, I was referencing how Che had a bad flight, which really sucked with his plane. A certain person had said something, and they said something not too long after, and I put poop emojis, and I was saying putting poop emojis to the fact that Hamilton crashed, which really sucks. And a certain person thought that I was referring to them when I don't even pay attention to their stupid ass. So we'll leave it at that.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, just leave it at that. I ain't even gonna say their name. Not even worth it.
Oh man, if I'm thinking of the person that I'm thinking of, then fuck.
Yeah,
You ain't responding. What do you mean I ain't responding, bro? What
Hmm?
freaking DMs that you send me all the time? Freaking Zane.
What is it? What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
So the cool thing about these new rotors from FMS, the new high performance, is they have keyed backplates on their adapters here. So when you tighten down the rotor, instead of it spinning.
I know what you said, Zane. I got you. You DM me about something about a power system.
Instead of it spinning, it holds it in place. And they don't put a whole crap ton of threads there. It's just enough for the little Jesus Christ, dropping crap. The little spinner.
AZ Desert Jets. I'm not related to Kenny, dude.
Hey, we're all related to Kenny. Woo! Kenny! So
I don't ride the bus all night.
let me I'm gonna put this camera to sleep, but I'll have to leave it on so you can hear me. And then I will
Oops.
put up the jet. So Nate, you're still gonna talk, but I'm gonna put up the Carnage cam as the full screen. If there's a little bit of shaking, I apologize. The table is not the steadiest, but that's the way it's going to have to be for right now.
Check that private chat real quick.
Yes, you are correct.
Jesus.
And that name shall never be mentioned. It's a total waste of time. So.
Oh man, that is not surprising, but it's stupid at the same time.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Don't even bother.
Yeah, Zane wants to know if a stock E-Flight F-18 can handle 8Fs, and I was going to say
no.
I don't know why you would want to do that. If you want to upgrade it, just put the FMS 2100 kV in there. That's all it needs.
So Shadow Ops is asking how many flights for this FMS Hornet. Oh God, I don't know. Probably at least 500.
No.
At least.
No, not 500.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
Really?
Yes.
500?
Easy.
I don't even think I have a plane that has 500 flights on. Holy shit.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me look at
That
YouTube.
takes a long time to get to 500.
Let me look at YouTube. It's at least 300. It's at least 300. Because I've done a lot of flights now with no video.
I'd say 250 sounds reasonable.
No, I think it's more than that. I need to do that.
Because let's see. On average, you fly it like 5 or 6 times, like in one day. On average.
Yeah. Let's not forget how many times I flew it at Bayside. So in the Bayside videos alone, and I probably have a good 100 videos that I didn't take. Easily 100. It's at 332. 332 videos of this.
You should be like that certain somebody that keeps a spreadsheet on their planes.
Yeah, no, that person won't be mentioned either. Special kind of dingus. Okay.
Special dingus.
Yeah. Probably not 500. I'd say probably, after seeing that number, probably around 375 to 400. Somewhere in there.
Okay, Ray, I'd be back.
Okay. So I'm going to tear into the F-18. And this F-18's had 3 different fans. But let me get this one going. So I'm going to pull apart one rotor and put in the new rotor. I'll leave that open. So let's get it open. Get it opened up. And again, sorry for shaking if there is any. It's my table. It's not the most steady. We can get it done. But I'm gonna have to get some Bluetooth headphones. But the first flight on this thing was screaming. And my power fun setup was good. And everybody was impressed with that fan. But this one, I hadn't even broken it in yet. And it was already moving. Let's see if I can see anything in there.
Hey, look, Bobby. Look. I'm American.
Oh, God. Stop it with that.
Thought of that. Bobby, look.
Oh, no, I see something in here. What was it?
What you do?
There was a piece of something.
It's good.
What the heck are you eating?
A chocolate croissant. Because I'm a fat ass.
All right, so I saw a piece of something in there, which could have been.
It was all my fault.
No, there. Yeah. What?
What's in there?
Something. I knew something. It sucked something up.
What is it?
It's like a piece of a prop or something.
It makes sense because a lot of those morning guys crash their plane straight to the runway, so you probably sucked up something.
It sucked something up because
They leave, the old guys in the morning leave a lot of fog on the runway.
It's crash and smash, and it's got cheaters right there, so I probably sucked
At our field, I get there really early, and that morning crowd, man, that's just like fucking dumb thumb hours, man.
Oh, and that's not to even mention. Oh God, dude, look at this. Look at that.
Oh my God.
You see?
I think it's eaten alive.
Holy crap. So it's a piece of a prop.
Don't speak with your full mouth, Scroat, bro. You can't see me, so what does it matter?
So it's a piece of plastic. Piece of plastic.
Hey, Pilot Ryan. Nobody's offended, but out of respect, we're gonna drop the Mr. Goo and Lil N thing.
Yeah, it's a piece of plastic. Can you see that, Nate?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's like plastic from like a rotor or because it's embedded in the foam. It was embedded in here.
Oops.
So, yeah. Because I knew there was nothing in there. Oh my god, yeah, that just chewed everything up in there. Good thing it didn't get to any of the wires, but yeah, not good.
Shadow off. That's good, man. Keeping track. He's keeping track of the square jar funds. Yeah, that rotor got eaten alive by something. That poor F-18, man. That thing's seen something. That thing's seen a lot of things. That F-18. RC Jet Lab, what's going on?
So what?
I said, what's going on, RC Jet Lab?
Oh, so guys, I can't look at the chat right now. So if you got anything to say,
Yeah, that don't matter.
just let Nate know.
All you have to do is prove the product is defective and it wasn't pilot error. Yeah. Most of the time, I tried not to blame electronics, like a lot of people like to do. Like Che, Che, very humble guy. He crashed with that.
He said exactly what it was.
Well, he said exactly what it was, but he wasn't trying to blame it. He said
didn't. No.
He said I messed up.
Oh.
Like when I crashed my MiG-29. Oops, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Don't try to say it was something else.
You guys know, with the MiG-29, if you crash it for any reason, just blame the elevators.
All right, I got to get a wrench.
My elevator! Oh no! Oh no, the servos! Oh no! Nate, how was the landing when that motor came apart? It happened on the ground, Reckham. He was taken off and it blew up. See, good thing. See, I even told you for that. Can you hear me still, Ray, or did you walk off?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but so Ray.
Everything's got to be so damn complicated.
Yeah.
Everything I tried to grab today has been complicated. Damn it.
Yeah. No. So Reckham, it happened on the ground. And it was kind of funny because Ray was taking out with that thing, and I was going to take my A4 up, and I went behind him, and I said to Ray specifically, like, "Hey, I'm going to wait till you're in the air, and then I'm going to take off." Good thing, because I would have ran right up your ass because you stopped in the middle of the runway.
Oh, it sucked something up. It was right in that, right in the wake.
Talking about messing up your plane and want a replacement because you messed it up. What?
Yeah. No, he's talking about people that say that they want a new plane and act like it's not their fault.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that is exactly why Motion stopped production with the MiG, because they're tired of people saying, "Hey, send me a new plane," even though it probably was their fault.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
They put this thing on there. Holy crap. I can't even get it on.
I would hope so. They put it on there, Ray.
I mean, like on. Like you can't even twist it.
Yeah, Pilot Jerry, I get you.
I think this is what Spencer Keith was talking about the other day. He couldn't get his loose.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna not. It's gonna be something about Dave. Yeah, right. So it sucks. Yeah, Shadow. It's like if I crash, I crash. Even if it wasn't my fault, it's like I'm not gonna. A lot of people with this big, they're crashing them, and it sucks. But I mean, all of the issues people are having are completely avoidable. People just don't realize it. That's the thing.
Or they're just not paying attention.
No, and it's a lot of the question. It's a lot of about like the flaps causing it's like, okay, yeah, you should be able to get a plane and use the flaps, but it's like the people that are crashing because of the flaps, they're deploying the flaps going like full throttle. It's like
but almost any plane will crash if you do that.
Do that with any plane. You don't fly any plane at full throttle and say, I'm going to drop full flaps. That's not going to have any good result for any plane. It's just the MiG hit makes it crash.
Yeah.
And people think, oh, servos. It's like,
No, it never was the servos. I don't think. I don't
no,
think it was.
RC just sent out those new ones to say, hey, these servos are not going to fail. And they don't. I haven't had a single issue with my MiG.
I don't think it ever was them servos that were the issues.
No, it's just the airplane has aerodynamic quirks, and people just don't understand that. Airplanes are interesting. Like Piper Tomahawks, you put them into a spin, good luck getting out of it. It's an airframe quirk.
You ain't getting out. You gonna crash.
Bye bye, motherfucker. See you on the other side.
To the ground you go.
Coronavirus.
All right, so it has been removed. So again, I'm not going to do any balancing because we don't have that kind of time today. But I'm going to remove it.
The airplane's got to crash somehow, people, and 90% of the time it's those fingers that you got there,
Yeah. Sometimes your thumbs get dumb.
Sometimes the thumbs go dumb.
So.
Like me, my thumbs and I use like my fingers on the stick. They were just like, oh, I'm going to do something stupid, Oh, yeah, by the way, I fixed the MiG and flew it a bunch this weekend.
Yeah, a lot.
Didn't
you change something? What did you change?
Oh, yeah. So if you guys should go subscribe to him, Mickey BRC. He did that really good video with Yoda from RC Skunk Works. And, people are talking about, putting reflex in the MiG. But they're mainly doing that because if you look at the MiG, the wingtip is super bent down.
It's got washout.
It's a washout, basically. And having that wing so bent down, with that wing bent down so much, that wingtip, when you put the ailerons lined up to it, if you look at them down the side, they're almost down a little bit. That's what's causing the washout because the flaps are causing issues. So having those surfaces down is causing a washout. So what Yoda from RC Skunkworks said is he took that wingtip, broke it loose, and he glued it level. So I did that with mine. Last night I was like, let me try this. Because people say anhedral, whatever, air marshal, I can't think. But
no, but it's washout. No, it's washout. What happens is especially the F-15 has it too. It helps with stability. It makes it so that the inner wing stalls before the outer.
Yeah. But so basically I did what the Yoda guy did is I cracked the wingtip loose and I glued it level. And now with that wingtip being level, when I put the flaps and ailerons even with it, they're almost even, if not a little bit up, which is going to totally help because that gets the profile of the wing 100% flat. And what it does is it gets it so that your elevator neutral position is above that bottom panel of the plane. So the elevators aren't drooped down as much and they're not causing all that drag.
Right.
And it's less stress on the servos, which again, the servos are never a problem. But yeah, so I did that mod. I would show you, but the airplane is very hard to maneuver. It's so big.
The one thing that having a little reflex in the wing does is it changes the shape of the wing, and it changes its stall characteristics and the way it flies. It actually changes the angle of it. Oh fuck! Did I just break a blade? I did. A fucking idiot. All right. Well, so much for that. That blade's no more.
Good one, buddy.
I broke a blade. So.
Yeah. But Yoda brought up a good point about the reflexes. You can do the reflex, but having that wingtip bent down still, it doesn't help with slow speed stability, which I can see.
Actually, no, but the reflex doesn't. No, but no, not the reflex. The washout won't. The reflex will. Reflex will help.
I'm saying people are putting reflex in it, but they're not getting that wingtip back level. So the wing. So at a slow speed, then that little bit of wing anhedral comes in. Here, put me back in real quick. I just want to show you what I did.
Yeah, you need to because I got to go get another rotor.
Hello?
Hold on. There.
So yeah, you see that wingtip now? Look at it. It's level. And you see where the ailerons and flaps are? They're way above that panel. So yeah, that's what I did. If anybody has a MiG, they know that wingtip hangs really far down initially. But I broke it loose, and glued it level. And now look at my ailerons and flaps that are way up, and that elevator neutral position is way up there now. It's more level, not drooped down as much. So yeah, that's what I did. And then here's the repairs I had to do on mine too. Just a little paint work on the bottom. Actually, the hardest part of the whole repair was the canopy, and I had to put all that water slide camo on, which turned out quite well, I would say. You can't even tell it's been changed. But yeah, MiG-29's back, and I cannot wait to try this mod. And I think this will make the plane faster because those elevators aren't going to be sitting so low, causing drag. But yeah, little basic mod, and if you want to know more information about that, go to Mickey BRC's channel. He did a cool video unboxing his, and then he installed the thrust vectoring kit on his MiG-29 and did that wing mod. But yeah, Ray did break one of his rotors.
So, and I'm looking now. They changed the rotor design quite a bit. So I'm going to put an old rotor and see if that helps. Hold on.
No, Dave, what I did is that little piece on the back, it actually has a glue joint. So what I did is I just cracked it loose, put some glue in there, and held it level. And I used thick CA. So no, I didn't break it. I just cracked it loose a little bit. But yeah, Ray, I think I'll probably fly it before you have yours, so you'll get to see how much better it is. I think it'll be a lot better.
This is okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
and people also said without having reflex, the plane like wants to dive when you get going fast. I kind of felt that a little bit, but not as bad as some people were saying. Like the plane would want to dive a little bit, but it wasn't terrible. But changing that profile of the wing and getting that entire wing level with that elevator not hanging so low, I think the plane will probably be about 10 miles an hour faster.
could be. So,
Find out.
so guys, I noticed something here.
Sure, Air Marshal, I did break it.
This is interesting. This is the new rotor. This is the new rotor right here. Look at the other rotor, so you can see the two side by side. This is from the new 1900, and this is from the 1850.
Oh, damn. There's a little bit of a difference, yeah.
This one's higher RPM. This one's lower RPM. So this with less, this is going to give you more all around. This is going to give you a lot of top speed, but it's also going to draw more amps.
Dana, once Ray stops talking, I'll
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done.
Now, Dana, what you're saying about the dive is we were talking about with the Venom. The MiG. So people were having problems with the elevators failing on their MiGs. Basically, what it was is the more recent crashes are when you put the flaps down. They're causing a lot of weird turbulence to hit the elevators because most airplanes, if you look at most airplanes, the tail is kind of above the flaps. So when you put the flaps down, all that weird vortice hitting those flaps goes under the tail. While on the MiG, the tail sits quite a bit below the the tail sits quite a bit below the flaps. So when people are putting the flaps down at higher speeds, the elevators are bending, and then the servos become ineffective because those elevators are being bent. But what I'm trying to like tell people is, yes, that's happening. You can use the flaps if you're going slow, but what's happening is people are deploying them at high speeds, and it's like, why? Why would you even do that? And and I'm thinking, because people were still crashing even without flaps, and I'm honestly thinking it's because of that. With the stock aileron and flap position, they hang down a little bit, which I never had issues. But, yeah. But no, the MiG can definitely get out of a steep dive, but it's when you drop the flaps, because those tails sit below the flaps, weird turbulence hits those elevators. A guy named M. Shag did a good video demonstrating this. He was flying his at like not fast, but like not slow, like just cruising, and he put the flaps down. And you see the elevators go in.
Yep.
He wasn't going fast enough to be affected, but you can see that the elevators go. Well, you can't even see them. I'm doing all these hand motions and.
Yep, you're doing it with your software. Yeah. Anyway, because they're looking at this.
So here's a question. When the new High Performance 90 EDF unit gets here, I'll have a 9-blade rotor and a 12-blade rotor. Is it worth some scientific experiments to swap out several different rotors?
For what?
I think he's trying to say if he could put a 12-blade rotor on the new 1900 Freewing.
You probably could, but I don't know if it would work. It would probably work, but the amp draw would go up.
Well, because think about it, the F22 setup that I have is like, it's pretty much the same motor. It's a 36 millimeter 1900 on a 12-blade.
Mm-hmm.
It would work.
It'll work.
I would say try because I know you have an FMS fan, Air Marshal. Try that FMS rotor on the Freewing, although it might not work because like
they make them in a way where you can't do it.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
You used to be able to do it, but you can't do it anymore.
Yeah. My F22 setup my custom setup is pretty much the same as the new Freewing. It's a 3674 1900 kV lever motor on a FMS 12 blade. And the new Freewing is a 1900 3672. So it's the same thing, just the motor's a little shorter on a 9 blade. But the setup in my F22 performs pretty much the same as the new Freewing. It's just the new Freewing is just a better drop in.
So guys, what I'm doing, since I busted the rotor on this new one, this rotor worked really good because they laid down the pitch. I'll have to order one when I can get it. I broke the rotor. You know what? I think that was too easy to break. Way too easy to break. I think that might be a weak point. Because the one that I broke over the weekend was like a light blue color instead of black. So they might not have had it completely filled. But I'll tighten that.
Oh, here, I can't explain this. Joe Valdez, how do you balance that in PDF?
I have a video series on this, and I can share the link here in a little bit. I'm not going to balance it here today. I can show you really quick.
Wait, so did you have another rotor you just put on it, or what?
Yeah, you weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. I thought you only had one spare rotor.
I did. This is the spare high performance rotor. The rotor that I put on is from the old 1850.
Oh.
And this is a 1900 kV motor.
Oops.
So
It probably would have blown up.
No, I don't think it will. I think this will probably be pretty good.
No, I'm saying if you put the 1850 in there, it might have gone a little boom boom.
No, I think it would have been fine. But the thing is, this is a thicker motor.
Thick. I think it's a 30 millimeter, right?
It's a 30 instead of 28, so that gives you more torque. So that extra torque could actually work pretty good. So let's do this real quick too. Joe Valdez, so you can see. So you may not be able to see it because of the light, but are you still there, Nate? Because you went quiet. Did you just mute it? Anyway.
Nah, I was just looking. I was just checking something.
Okay. So anyway, there's 12 blades here. What I do is I'll make a line, and then a line on one blade, and then a line on the rotor. Without any weight or anything, I'll go around to all the different possible positions in here to see where it sounds the best and where you feel the least amount of vibration. That's where your starting point is. It may not take out all the vibration, but it'll take out most. That'll be your starting point. So then you make a line and you color in that whole fan blade, and then
Air Marshal, that's what I was talking about on the Zoom.
What is it?
He was asking about balancing a fan. I was telling him about that.
Oh, yeah.
How he marks the blades and shit.
Yep. There you go. So that's how it starts. And then I'll do another. I guess I'll have to do one on the show again. But so then you have to make little weights out of. I make weights out of electrical tape, and then you have all these different possibilities for getting the vibration to go away. And you put it on the outside just to get the basic feel for it. Then once you get it all right, and you will hear it, it will sound perfect when it's right. And you can adjust in and out and then all around as well. Once you get all that right, you take the spinner off, put it on the inside of the spinner, tack it down, and then run it up again, and that should be it. Sometimes you can get away with just one spot. Sometimes you just get away with just the moving the spinner. Other times you have to put it in several different places. What I've been doing lately is once I find the spot that sounds good, I'll actually move it from the tip all the way. That doesn't sound right. From tip all the way to the base. All you guys are going to end up saying something. Anyway, from tip all the way to the base, and then figure out what works. Sometimes I've to date the most I've had to put on or on one of these spinners is about 5 pieces of tape in 5 different areas. The least amount has been just 1, but it just depends. I'm not going to do that today.
Didn't it take you a lot to balance my F-22 setup from like a couple years ago?
Yes, it took a lot. A whole lot.
Still sounds good though. I need to fly my F-22. I haven't flown my F-22 in a while.
Yeah, it sounds good. So guys, that's it. I'm not going to do any balancing today. But at least I have that rotor. But that's something that I didn't know. These rotors are totally different. They are. This rotor is a lot thinner. It's a lot thinner than what I thought. So, and I broke it. Yeah, and there are no spare parts right now for this fan. So.
Oh man.
So.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
So that's it for the Carnage cam. So we're gonna remove that.
EDF Carnage cam.
Yeah. So, but I'll try something else. So that'll be cool. So, with this other fan, me and my nerdiness about EDFs.
You are a nerd.
With that, you are too, dingus. But with that other fan, that other blade, it should be good. But it's probably gonna draw more. But we'll see. So Carnage cam.
You classify me as a nerd, right?
Yes, we all are. We fly RC planes. We're all nerds.
I'm kind of nerdy when it comes to setting up planes. That's kind of me at the field. Everybody's like, make sure the upper plane. Okay, like Nerd Steve got that FMS V with Corsair, and he's like, "Can you fly it for me?" I'm like, "Sure." Well, he was telling me about the CG. He's like, "Can you just check the CG?" He's like, "The CG, the battery needs to be all the way back." I'm like, no. Put it all the way forward. And he wasn't arguing with me, but I was just like, "No, dude, this is a light 6S and it's a Warbird. Put that battery all the way forward." He's like, "Can you just fly it then?" And I'm like, I flew him like, "Yeah, it's a little tail heavy even with it all the way forward, dude." He's like, "Oh, good thing I listened." Yeah, that thing would have been boom, smack, a crackle, pop if I put the battery all the way back.
For which plane?
The FMS V1 Corsair.
Ooh, yeah, no, they always make those tail heavy. They say their CG's always wrong. Revenge
of the Nerds. That's a good ass movie.
It's very, very inappropriate.
I was 13 when I first saw that movie.
That's terrible. That's a college movie.
Wait, Pete Lane got out of the hobby? What?
I just got out of the hobby yesterday. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Pete?
All right, so
try to catch me riding nerdy. The nerd and the noob. How's that for a name? Our new name. The nerd and the noob. What are you talking about? The noob. Raise the noob, or
so
raise the noob. He's over there.
So let's see.
Gravy over there.
Also have another fan to grab and show y'all. This is from Angelo.
Jelonius.
I'm gonna perfect the balancing on this one. These are some of the coolest fans right here. These are the older Freewing. These are the fans you could put your own setup in. This is a hybrid, big time hybrid. So it's the Freewing housing, a Leopard 3674 1900 kV motor.
Yeah, you thought I was wrong, buddy.
That's what I think you have in yours.
That's the exact setup that's in mine, except for different housing.
Yeah, FMS rotor. This housing's better because it's got the thin little.
Yeah, that's great, right?
Thin stators, but you can't buy these.
Ryan E. Claire.
So.
Scrotum.
Oh God, here we go again. Oh, scrotum. Add scrotum. Randy, what? So, I'm going to be balancing this because this had a little bit of a buzz. And I remember when this was first put together and flown, it had a buzz. And I'm like, it's buzzy.
See you, Daryl.
Night, Daryl. So I'm going to do some balancing, and then I'm going to add a burner to it.
Muffet and E-plate.
Add a booty burner.
Booty burner. Booty burner? As Trucker Max would say.
Yep. David Melara. Hey. We were just talking about a CE. That's where we got the CE from Mr. David. David Melara. That's my buddy from Baylands, from the Baylands days. What's up, David?
Angelo, my F-22, I have that exact same setup. My F-22.
Angelo, this is your fan. I'm going to be balancing this. Remember, I told you I'm balancing.
Need to make it sound worse.
I don't know if we're going to be able to fly next week, guys, because we got a whole bunch of rain.
The weather's not looking good.
We got a whole bunch of rain.
Today didn't rain, but it was really windy.
Cold, and there's snow on the hills. Did you see it?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Shit.
Mount Hamilton snowed in.
Oh, not the Santa Cruz Mountains?
No, the other ones, the ones that are actually.
2 years ago, dude, I remember when the Santa Cruz Mountains were snowed over. It was so cold here. It was like, I think it got to like 25. Like at my house, it was like 25 one morning. I was like, damn, am I in freaking New York or am I in freaking California? Can't distinguish.
Yeah,
Today was cold. Like my Apple Watch temperature meter is going into the blue. That's how you know it's cold.
And I think it's going to be all of California.
Fire booty. No, it's fire booty. Like the people who say fire booty, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I changed it. I purposely spell it wrong. It's F-I-R-E-Y, which is wrong, but that's the way I do it. Fire-reek.
Fire-reek.
I like the sound.
I get the Freewing HP unit from RC Castle. Should I need to worry about balance? No, you don't need to. Don't worry about it, Dave. The new Freewing 9 blades come really well balanced.
Everything Freewing has been balanced, like perfectly.
Dude, that A4 fan is so buttery smooth. I don't even get it.
Yeah, all the...
Ray, you should get an A4. You'd love it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get A4, but I will get something.
And Ray, you talked about how good mine flies, so why don't you get one?
Because I don't really care for the plane.
But you said, oh my God, Nate, yours looks so good.
Yeah, it does fly good, but I ain't going to buy that.
What if I buy you one now? Yeah.
No. If you, I'll fly it for you.
I've already given away too much stuff.
Yeah,
I gave that whole T-33 to Phone Boy, although I don't regret it. That was cool. He almost crashed that one too. He had a bad his day of flying last week was shitty. He got one flight on his new F-14, crashed his MiG-21, but let me show you the video, dude. He almost dump-thumbed my T-33.
Yeah, so RC Air Marshal, don't worry about balancing, not needed. I took them directly out of the box, put them in the plane, ran them up, and I'm like, ooh, I don't need to do anything. Perfect. Woohoo! Just go. Same thing with the 80s. What did he do? Where did he almost crash it? What are you talking about?
Watch.
Oh, no, he's doing what the Thunderbirds did. Oh, crap. What the heck? That was low. Why did he do that so low?
I don't know. And it was like 20 degrees over his head, so the fan's making like 3/4 power. Bruh.
That's not good.
Ray launches rockets. Ray's rocket plane, y'all.
You got anything to say about that, Ray? Oh, that's the other stuff. Oh, shit.
That was funny on the rockets. Off the back.
Oh, God. People, please.
Report me to the FAA if you want, but this was pretty cool. Ray, I was flying my Griffin, and, Ray was, he wanted to get some video because he was like, oh, my God.
That one.
You got to admit, though, I know you don't like the Griffin, but me putting that Hobby Eagle in there changed it completely. That was the first time you did it fly.
And I told you that. I said as soon as it took off, I could see it.
Yeah, and then Ray's like, ooh, let me do a high alpha pass over me. He's like, get close. I almost took his goddamn head off.
It wasn't that close.
Well, a lot of people said, oh, my God. I think the closest I got to you was with that Corsair, and that's... Remember that?
Corsair was the closest, and that was freaky.
Yeah. Race. Oh yeah, that's B-22 or whatever.
Jesus.
Oh god. Oh. That was funny. Oh.
So anyway, we still got 43 people in here. We've been going for a little over an hour, almost an hour and a half. I'm pretty much done with the stuff I wanted to talk about today. But I'm probably going to get going before Nate starts getting stupid with his phone. Because I know he will.
No, I was just looking at something.
Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. Let's see if that works.
Oh god.
No, yes, it did. Okay.
And we got Keon. Yeah. Can I do a bad off of your plane? No, you cannot get near my plane. Go away. And we got Keon.
Oh, that's funny. Bro, I was so mad at Leif, bro. Look at this.
Was that what you said? No, you can't do it. That was not nice.
Dude,
nice.
he was like, "Can I jump over your plane?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah. Can I do a mad off over your plane? No, you cannot get near my plane. Go away.
Wow. Not getting near my plane. Go
Dude, he's like, "Can I jump over your plane?" I'm like, get the fuck out!
Mm-mm.
Get the fuck alone.
So, on Facebook, how do I order burners? Archie Jet Lab. So let me post that so everybody can see. So
Oh yeah,
there's two ways to get a hold of me. You can go to that website and go to the contact me form and send it there, or you can I'll type it into the chat here. You can send it to my email.
You want to hear some Merlin music?
What?
You want to hear some Merlin music?
Merlin? Oh.
That's the P-51 I flew in. Straw Boss.
Oh.
My buddy Dave flying it.
So that's
You know who's flying that?
no.
Remember the guy who ripped a fart on the stream 2 weeks ago or last week?
You?
That's him flying it.
Alrighty then. Put that away. So you're getting stupid already. So yeah, just email me there. That's the easiest way. Just email me.
Oh no!
I'll get back a hold of you. We'll figure it out. So I'm getting tired and I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably going to get going. Dave Marshall.
Well, what did you say?
Rap. So any other questions before we get going? So for those of you who haven't joined the channel yet, I'm going to be doing some crazy behind-the-scenes stuff here pretty soon. Since Nate's being a dingus.
No, let's do this. Remember this one?
So guys, Ray crashed the plane.
Idiot. You can bring out the daddy goo. Making dad duty. But yeah, if you guys haven't already seen, there's memberships there. We're going to be doing more stuff that's going to be behind the scenes of the usual flying days. And if you join the channel, it helps support the channel, but that also gives you a backstage pass. You can see some of the stuff. What the hell?
I think this is one time I got you too.
Oh, holy crap, Nate! What the hell was that?
Too close. So yeah, daddy poop. Rain and wind coming. Yes, David.
Daddy poop?
Lots of it. Lots of it.
No, he didn't crash a plane. There was a fire that started. It was on a different property, and I was just like, hey, look, guys, Ray crashed his plane.
Dingus.
Yeah, I had to, bro.
The pilot, Jerry, hope you guys feel better soon. Also, I think I put up my website already, but that's the website. That's the how to join. If y'all decide you want to get some Gooniac gear like this, How do I do this? Like this. There you go. That's you can go to that. Get some Gooniac swag. I'm going to be wearing more and more of it so y'all can see it. But yeah. And then, yeah, Ray crashed the plane. Yeah, I don't crash Ray. Actually, I need to crash so that I can have more room. Because I don't have any damn planes. But anyway, it's time to get going. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for coming by, David Millara. I haven't seen you in forever. The A4, the new A4 is pretty awesome. You have to come see it. You got to come hang out with us one of these days. If you happen to be in the area and you aren't working, come see us. Oh, God.
Nope.
No, I told you. No more of that.
The meme, the funny part, not the fact it landed. It's just what was.
Daddy! Okay, that one is kind of funny. Do that again. That one is kind of funny.
All eyes on you, bro. Nope.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
I find it.
And the reason why all that was happening was because my battery was in the wrong place. It don't bounce no more.
That's what
It
they all
don't bounce no more. It don't bounce no more.
Nope.
Okay. So anyway, thank you for hanging out tonight, guys. I'm done. I've been up since 4:45 a.m. I am tired. Bye, Nate. And you guys have a good night. And I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you in the streams. See, Nate's starting to get his RC Tourette's. So I gotta. Pow! Smack off. Smack! You're done. And we're done. So see y'all later. Have a good night.